you know. But you don't find problem of cultism. You know, it's part of the indiscipline. You know, people trying to create an environment within a system that is supposed to make them better society, better members of the society. And that is the problem.
Okay, sir. Let me go back to the federal issue now. I remember when the president came to Force Headquarters, the IG put across to him that there are a lot of things they would need to police the nation for them to be very, very effective. But another school of thought says that the president may have said, I've done enough, but we, at the other side of the coin, is saying the federal government has not done enough as it relates to security. Do you subscribe to this?
As long as the problems continue to be occurring, and the position will continue to look as if the government has not done enough. But the truth is that this government, more than any other government in the past, has done enough to give to give us a secured environment, to give us a well-trained police, to increase the number of the police. But as long as the problems continue to reoccur, they become recurrent, you know, the impression will always be there that the government has not done enough. And it is even worse in a democracy where the opposition is over there. But as I've said, the problem of crime, the problem of criminality in Nigeria is not a government problem as much as it is also the problem of citizens. You know, we have to be conscious of our responsibilities as private citizens to help the government, to help the agencies to fight crime. We have to complement the efforts of the government. The police, I still insist that the police they are not magicians. They must work on information. But I also agree that the Nigerian police must go through a thorough reorientation. You know, I was the other time I was telling my ADC that it's impossible for at least the rank and file in the police to be given a motorcycle. You cannot imagine somebody, a recruit, walking about 3-4 kilometers to go to his place of work. It's unfair. You cannot get the place. How much is a motorcycle to give a Nigerian police at least a recruit or up to the rank of sergeant? Brand new motorcycle, at least for lifespan of 5-8 years. Just 40,000 or 50,000 or 60,000. By maybe 40,000 number of police, it will help. People must be mobile. They have to be mobile. You cannot get the best out of them where their place of work, you know, their environment, they don't have good environment. I mean, good accommodation. Go to the barracks here, the roundabout. It's honestly, even as ordinary as you may be, you know, it's not the best place to stay.
Yes, sir. Let me ask you this question sincerely. Do you think Tafa Adebayo Balogun, the IG, do you think he's done so well? Do you think, in your own heart of hearts? Because you seem to, why this show of praise on police force?
You know, maybe because I'm a product of the force. My father is a military man.
Oh, really?
I have sympathy for the police, for the. But if you want to talk to me, Tafa is my friend. My only problem is that he will draw the security of my colleague, and I'm not happy with it. Because remove the person of Ngige. This is an institution. It's an institution.
Have you made this your stand, your position known to the IG?
I was the first to speak on what happened to my colleague in Anambra. I am speaking as a governor, and I will talk for anybody that finds himself in this situation, whether he is a foe or he's a friend. I am talking of the institution of governor. Because governor is not a small position. For goodness, let's not trivialize the position. It's not. All over the world, even abroad. Once they see your passport, and they ask you even immigration question, and you say you're a governor, I mean, you can see they change their countenance, they change their attitude towards you. It's a respected position. For goodness sake. Yes. I, for one, I've never subscribed to state police.
Okay, fine.
But I have never. But these are the kind of things that will push people towards give us state police. But I believe in the Nigeria project because national institutions like the police, like the army, are these things that keep us together.
Exactly, sir. But what I put a question to you.
Yes, please.
You said Tafa is your friend. Did you personally put this message across to him?
I'm using this to put it to him.
We move on to the next question. It still boils down to the last killings. And of course the police came under a very severe hit from the public. Again, as we play politics, as a politician, sir, and as a governor of a state, do you think it is right for us to get involved in killings?
Okay, it's morally wrong. It's no religions tolerates it. No religions gives cover for it. It's morally wrong, and it still boils down to the indiscipline as a lack of control. Lack of appreciating that even this power that we are going for is a vanity.
It's transient.
It's transient. So, and there's no basis for you to assume a position that will put you to a level that you even like somebody to take somebody's life. It's morally wrong because it cannot be justified. Yeah. So the best way of dealing with this issue is let's appreciate our limitations. Let's appreciate the fact that we have to be philosophical about it, as much as also we have to be spiritual. If God doesn't give you, you can't take it. You can't have it. Nobody gets power through the use of force. Maybe only the military when they stage a coup. But in a political cycle like this, if I'm a governor today and you want to become a governor by killing me, you cannot, because there's already a process. There's already a chain. If you kill me, maybe my deputy takes over, unless of course if the deputy is involved in killing me. But you cannot become a governor if you are an APP man and you kill me because you are an APP man and you want to be a governor. You are not in the line. So we have to be spiritual. We have to be philosophical about it and accept our fate. That if God doesn't give you, you can't take it by force.
Yes, viewers, I would like you to stay tuned to Crime Fighters always, because you have so much to learn from this program, which will help to bring peace and security to our country.
Crime Fighters, the #1 security program on television.
Okay, sir, we'll come back home, sir. You say I take you out and I bring you back to Adamawa so that your people would have you here. What do you think, as a governor in the last 5 years, has been the most challenging thing to you?
It's very difficult when I tell you, because every day is a challenge. Every day, because you see new things, new approach to problems almost every day. But the act of governance itself is challenging, because you have to strike a balance between all contending forces. You have to try to ensure equity. You have to try to ensure that there is peace and stability. And this is not an easy task in itself. To ensure that to ensure that as you wake up, the state is quiet, there's no problems. It's an enormous challenge, because almost everywhere you're talking of security, you're talking of day-to-day running of the affairs of the state. People like water here, your students, you ensure that there is no crisis in the school. I mean, it's just not easy.
And you have to combine it with the home front as
yes,
well.
of course, the home front, there's no crisis at home, So it's not easy. But I thank God that it's almost getting to 5 years. I cannot say that I had a very rough time. The only time that really I had give praise to God and I said, this is the price of leadership. I was the first governor to be attacked on the 5th November 1999. But because we just started as a democracy, I made sure that we didn't give it the kind of prominence that it's been given in that kind of situation because of the profile of the country. That we didn't want that if a governor can be attacked, what is more, and scare people from coming to the country or investors. That was the basis that we tried to mellow down everything. We never spoke to the press, but in the process, I lost a staff, and a lot of injuries, a lot of damages, and but governance in its totality is a challenging thing, and we thank God.
Your Excellency, like you said, you are a product of the military, and we all are looking forward to having a society that is disciplined. What do you see? How do you see the police force in the next 5 years, 10 years? What challenges do you have for the hierarchy of the police force?
Yes, so what my aspiration for the Nigerian police is to see it highly professional and highly disciplined and well-focused security outfit of the Nigerian people. And I also want to see a complete new orientation of the Nigerian police. The people should continue to be the centerpiece of its responsibilities. And even elements of corruption or whatever that you hear associated with the police, they are all also products of the society. But once a new course is charted for the police, depending on the focus of the leadership, because I strongly believe that once the leadership remains focused, remains determined, others will follow, because he will be a role model for them. He will serve as a standard of reference in all his actions and inactions for them. And so the future of the police, the Nigerian police, depends on the leadership that it has.
Well, on this note, we say thank you to His Excellency. In the last couple of minutes, we've been talking about policing and crime in our society. You heard the Excellency in his thought-provoking words that power is transient and that God gives power to you, the politician out there. You don't have to kill to get power. You don't have to maim to get power. It is spiritual. God gives it to you when He wants to give it to you. So let the processes be. Go through the actual channel, the normal channel of getting elected, and like he said, you will get there if it's the will and the wish of God. And to the police hierarchy, he says that when you are focused, as a leader, the followership will be focused. And to you out there, the citizens, you can make your police force what you want them to be. That is, believe in them, trust them, and be part of the policing of the nation. On this note, we say thank you to His Excellency for granting us his time. The time is not just there, but he created the time to speak to us. And we hope that when we call knocking again, you would accord us the opportunity to speak with you.
Crime fighters, promoting security consciousness.
My dear friends, The key to effective policing, or the key to effective relationship between the police, the government, and the community is trust and mutual benefits. And these things don't happen overnight. Trust is a process, not a destination. We have to understand that the police need government, government needs police needs community, the community needs the police. But each side has to be made to feel very comfortable. And so to you in government, pay the police good salaries, provide opportunities for continued professional growth and development, make them feel worthy, make them feel needed, and they'll give you 100%. Police, take the time to understand your community, build friendship, build bridges, let them understand that you are there to protect them and not to hurt them. And citizens, the police are here to protect you, they are there to look out for your best interest, work with them. You know, in the last few days, I've had occasion to interact with some police officers. I find them to be just decent people, people who work hard, people who want to do their very best for society. So let's work together and create a peaceful Nigeria, a stable Nigeria, one to which foreign investors will come. And do me a favor, always watch Crime Fighters, a weekly show on this channel, and you will never regret it.